Chastity Puckett, champion, passed away Friday at Woodland Village Nursing Home. She was 35 years of age. There was a celebration of life at St. Bernard on Sunday. A funeral mass will be announced later. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com and archiving our programs at the same website. Jacqueline is back from Louisiana.
Hey!
Christmas in the bayou.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I tell you, we left Saturday morning and it was 40 degrees here. We got to Louisiana, it was 81.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh wow.
What a drastic change, right? But then the rain came in and then the cooler weather came in. But there was like a 40 degrees difference from when we left that morning to where our destination.
We should explain too that this was a week ago Saturday when that big storm system was coming through,
yes.
And you had to drive through that.
But you know, it wasn't too bad. I don't know, I mean, we got some rain, but it wasn't like pounding and it wasn't that bad, and we got a lot of dry spots and stuff, so it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But it's still.
That's the same way here. It didn't affect us like it did north of here.
Right.
But boy, the weather forecast sounded like it was the end of the world, didn't it?
I know it, because, you know, we had somebody checking on our dogs, and I kept kind of trying to touch base with them to make sure that everything was okay, because I thought, oh goodness, I hope it's not a repeat of April, 2011.
It had the potential.
Yeah, it really did. It sounded really bad, but anyway.
Well, let's start with the weather for today and see what the weather for New Year's is going to be like. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Here's the almanac for the 30th of December in Cullman, Alabama. The average high is 51. The average low is 32. The record high is 75 in 1990. The record low 5 degrees in 1917. Sunset this afternoon at 5:15. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:25. Checking the satellite picture, you can see what's going on around the country. Our part looks pretty good, at least so far. There you can see the southeast. Here's our forecast for today. Scattered sprinkles and maybe a snow flurry or two, but I don't think we'll see any accumulation with a high of 41. For tonight, clear, a low around 26. Sunny tomorrow on New Year's Eve day with a high around 47. On New Year's Day, sunny with a high of 54. Thursday, sunny with a slight chance of rain with a high of 42. 36 on Friday for the high. Saturday, 46. So there we go with the weather for the next several days as we get ready for New Year's in the middle of the week.
Right.
It's always kind of confusing, isn't it?
It
New Year's in the middle of the week.
You know, because I had to go back to Westminster on Thursday and Friday, and I was just like, okay, what day of the week is this? You know, it's just so confusing. We're such creatures of habit. If we're not in our little routine, we kind of get lost and can't figure out what day it is.
I think it's always worse when Christmas and New Year's fall on a Wednesday, because it's hard to do. Well, you can't do a 4-day weekend. Then you're talking about 5 or 6 days.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a little long for most businesses. So next year we'll get back to a Thursday holiday, and that'll be easier to do a long weekend.
It will. That would make it a little bit nicer and everything. But I did have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off, and I'll tell you, it was very nice not to have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. But actually, because we traveled, we did get up at 4:30 in the morning, so we could leave and hit the road at 6, because we did a lot of back and forth over the weekend. But anyway.
But everybody had a good Christmas.
We did, and you know, spending it with family, that's the important part, isn't it?
Well, you don't get to see family in Louisiana that often.
I don't. When we first moved up here, every other weekend we'd go, and I mean every other year or whatever, we would go up there and visit and everything, and then the kids got older, and then they started having jobs, and it made it harder, and now they both live in Nashville, so it's even harder for us to all go down, but it worked out to where, you know, Derek and Logan and Jennifer and I and Mike could all go down to Louisiana, so we had a nice trip, and it was fun. We had a good time. safe travel, no car accidents, no car problems, nothing. So that was very, very good. Very good.
Well, let's see. Who's our Facebook friend for today?
Brenda Terry is our Facebook friend, and she likes Alabama football and playing Monopoly. Well,
Looks like she
good.
likes the beach, too.
Yeah, I guess so. And she, of course, will be rewarded for being our friend with a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
And who's our guest for today?
Well, Miss Rebecca Branch is here to talk to us about Pilot Club. Every year, the ladies in the community look forward to the big fashion show that the Pilot Club puts together, and that's in April. But she kind of wants you to mark your calendar now, kind of get ready for it, and kind of tell us what the funds are used for with Pilot Club. So she's going to be here to talk about that today.
That's what we have lined up. George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor our loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Tom, produce a commentary. I have to think about it twice almost, you know. Oh well. Having said that, I'll say this. We had a story last week about a stabbing out near Highway 278 and near the freeway at the hotel out there somewhere. Now we know the rest of the story. There was 61-year-old Ronald Morris White who was on his way hitchhiking. He caught a ride in Pell City, Alabama, on his way, I guess, back to Mississippi, when some good Samaritans, David and Michelle Lalone of New Mexico, picked him up Christmas Day, right? Well, they get near Cullman here, coming up the freeway, and all of a sudden, I guess something happened between them, and Mr. Lalone asked him to leave the car, stopped and asked him to get out. They got into a fight, and Mr. Lalone was stabbed, not life-threatening kind of injury, but he was stabbed by this man who's a convicted felon, you know. Now, he's not wanted for anything right now, but that's some more way to treat somebody who's trying to help you. Liquor was involved, so we know what happens when that clouds the mind, right? Small note, but if you've got someone who wants to take the GED and get their high school diploma, they better do it fast, because Thursday, this week, the fees will triple. It's now $50. So you'll be paying 3 times as much. Not only that, but the test is going to be much more difficult from what I understand. Heads up on that. And there's also going to be a change in the way that driver's licenses are issued. If you go into a federal building, you'll have to have a certain type of driver's license. It's got a little star on it. I'm going to find out more about that. I had that story a couple of months ago. But you have to show when you go to get renew your license, you'll have to show like a birth certificate in order for that to get that star in order to be able to go inside there in federal buildings and all. Is the economy bad? Don't know, but Backyard Burger's shutting down. Oh, man. Owner Kent Weir says that the place he built, which is up here on Highway 157 near I-65, he thought there'd be a lot more development there. There wasn't. So it's just so much overhead, not enough traffic, shoppers there to use it. And they'll be closing that down. He says maybe in the future he'll relocate, but right now he's just going to close it down and lease out the property. Cullman Times editorial yesterday, Sunday, all fired up about this new bill. It's going to introduce a resolution, I should say, in the legislature this year, a bill, or rather a resolution written by Republican State Senator Jerry Fielding of Sylacauga, going to show support for Phil Robertson of the Duck Dynasty. Cullman Times all fired up, saying, the political leadership's often been the negative force that holds the state back. They don't get it, some of them don't. And there's probably better things to do in the legislature, but it's a show of support, that's all that is. Meanwhile, of course, it doesn't stop newspaper writers from having a fun time on their own. They decided at the Decatur Daily this year that they'd write a story about a giant pet-eating spider from South Africa on the loose. Made everybody mad. They were just tongue-in-cheek. And I guess one of the reporters up there has a way of checking their website to see how many hits or which stories get read the most. They go through some sort of Google analytic program, and he said that should be one of the top news stories because it was the most read story in our paper. Oh well, State Republican Party Chairman Bill Armistead says he's concerned more about people who really are not Republicans running on the Republican ticket in the next upcoming elections. We know Gary Murphy. I believe didn't Tom Drake and Tom Burleson tell us that Gary Murphy's running again on the Democrat ticket? And of course we know that James Fields. Was that a time cue? 1 minute. Okay. I want to make sure I stay on time here. Gary Murphy's running, and he's going to stay on the Democrat ticket. And I guess it didn't stop Ronald Reagan, did it? Marshall County District Commissioner Buddy Allen passed away Friday. He was one of those, and maybe that was unquestioned. 74 years old, elected in 2000 as a Democrat, defeated for a re-election in 2008, ran 4 years later, won his old seat back. So I don't know, there are a lot of them out there, but are they really? We don't know. And finally, this morning, 4 Al Jazeera members. Now that's the network in the Middle East that every time Osama bin Laden wanted to send a tape to say he was still alive and kicking, or some sort of terrorist threat, that delivered to the door of Al Jazeera network, right? And right now it's being shown, this network is being shown on DirecTV and maybe other systems in America. But 4 Al Jazeera members arrested in Egypt. Why? Because of their ties to terrorist activities. And we're told this is a harmless network. Well, smarter people should think smarter. Stay tuned. We're off today on 2 after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor our loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Welcome back to Today on 2. We have some prizes to give away for today. Let's see what we have. The day passed to Hurricane Creek Park, and I think we have some good eating too. Yeah, the two-piece meal deal, courtesy of Bojangles, are the prizes for today. Here we go with our merchant ads. Of course, we'll ask you a question about one of these ads. Starting with Highway 278 Pickers at Antique Mall and Market. They're remodeling, but they are open. They will be bigger and better than ever before. They're about a mile and a half west of the interstate.
Busy Bee Cafe, of course, is open Monday through Friday. Now Fridays and Saturday evenings from 2 until 9. They have dinner hours, and they are featuring German meals as a permanent part of their menu.
Earl's Body Shop, voted best towing service. David, Diane, and the employees, thank you for this honor. They're on Highway 31 North in Cullman.
New fitness facility in downtown Cullman, right next to Renard's Gallery, called Be Fit. It's just $50 a month. It's a month-to-month, no contracts. Membership includes a certified personal trainer to help you get fit for the new year.
Gage Chance Christian Bookstore says snuggle up this winter with a good book. They have a wide variety from which to choose: inspiration, humor, social issues, biographies, and fiction. Gage Chance Christian Bookstore.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, offering suits made to your measurements, have necktie sale right now. Look at all the wonderful ties they have available right there on Compass Way, Southwest in Cullman. That's Mr. Hicks Menswear.
Tires for Less, more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. See Greg and the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
And Doug Doggett is featuring Rhythm of Love. It's a new product for them. It's great, beautiful jewelry located right there on Compass Way Southwest. That's Doug Doggett Jewelers.
Candy Cane Chill Blizzard, available today and tomorrow. Only 2 more days to try the Candy Cane Chill Blizzard. Of course, that's at Dairy Queen.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue now serving breakfast, offering the family barbecue pack, which includes a pound of meat, 2 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns. They're located right there inside the Berlin Quick Stop.
Cotton State Barns of Cullman says you can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage building. No credit check. You're approved at Cotton State Barns of Cullman. And those are some of the merchant ads. Question for today: what is the name of the business that sells inflatables? Those great big air-filled contraptions that are so much fun at birthday parties and that kind of thing.
My grandson just loves it.
Oh, yeah, all the kids do, and I'm not so sure if you adults don't enjoy it too.
That's true.
What is the name of the business that rents the inflatables? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park, and we also have the 2-piece meal deal from Bojangles. And go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
This is Allison from Premier Bank. I want to talk to you today about the importance of dealing with a local bank. With a local bank, you will always be dealing with local people and neighbors. A community bank will have offices in your area, and loan decisions will be made locally. Come by and see us today.
56734-7399 is our telephone number. The question for today: what is the name of the business that rents the inflatables? And we have a call ready to go. Nobody seems to know. I think our telephones must have disappeared. Well, we'll show you the ad and the rest of our merchant ads, starting with Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they do major engine repair, transmission and brake repair on all vehicles, foreign and domestic. They're on County Road 1354.
Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and for towing, and you can continue to count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
AmeriGas is now called Coast Gas. It's the same people, just a different name, and they have a winter tank set special. They're located on Eva Road, right by 157. Call 256-734-0018.
And Brown & Company wants to thank you for 2013, and they're looking forward to providing you the best beer and wine for 2014, located right there on Highway 157.
There we go with our inflatables business. It's called Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins to get details and to book 256-620-5655.
Finders Keepers. It's a different store every day. Looking for a place to sell your antiques? Well, join their list of local vendors. They have furniture, collectible home decor, and jewelry.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome. Deb is closed today and tomorrow. And Wednesday. She'll be open again on Thursday.
And Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage now for over 3 generations. It is one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners. That's Night Free Insurance Agency.
And Grand Point Pharmacy says, be prepared. Don't get caught in the cold. They have a wide selection of cold remedies and, of course, fast, convenient service. They're on Highway 31 North, Grand Point Pharmacy.
And Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center. Okay, it's January. It's time to get in shape, guys. This is the place to go to get in shape. They've got all kinds of great different opportunities, and go see them at the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center.
Hansfield Guns and Ammo are locked and loaded against high prices. The cash price on guns right now, just 15% above wholesale at Hansfield Guns and Ammo. And there we go with our merchant ads for today. I think we have a birthday to tell you about on the 30th of December.
Selena Byram is going to have a birthday, and her name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where she has that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Coming up next, we'll find out what the Pilot Club plans in 2014 with Rebecca Branch, so stay tuned.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
4 years ago, you voted for a change and sent conservatives like Mac Buttram to the Alabama House of Representatives. Thanks to conservative leaders like Mac Buttram, Cullman County has gone from record unemployment to one of the lowest in the state. New industries are locating in Alabama. Mac Buttram sponsored legislation that would ensure our workforce is prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Conservatives like Mac Buttram have just started. The brightest days are yet to come.
Wallace State offers associate degree and certificate programs in Alabama's hottest job fields. Every year this decade, almost 3,800 new workers will enter these fields. Will you be one of them? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind. That's the projected number of job openings for trained welders this decade. That's the potential salary for welders trained the Wallace State way with the latest robotic technology for manufacturing. Who will you be? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind.
Rebecca Branch is here today with us, and she's representing the Pilot Club, has been a former president of Pilot Club, and has been probably served in every particular office there is. But today she's really talking to us about the fashion show that's going to be taking place in April. This is how many years now?
This is the 32nd annual fashion show that the Pilot Club has produced.
Yeah, I can't believe that. 32 years now.
Yes,
it's amazing. And this is a big thing. There's a lot behind the scenes that goes on before that actually happens that day, isn't it?
Yes, Ann Fox is our chair this year, and Carol Garrett is her co-chair. And I'm filling in for them today since they're out of town.
Okay.
And along with all the Pilot Club members, the co-pilots, which are husbands, help a lot with this.
Yes.
So they do the heavy things. But it takes all of us to make it a nice event.
And it is. It's always such a great event. And what's the purpose of the event?
The purpose of the event is to raise money for the charities that we support. two of the largest fund demanding things are the Pilot Light Home, and we actually need to raise about $30,000 a year.
Wow.
To support that home.
Right.
That is a United Way agency, but in addition to that, it takes
Right.
about $30,000. And the other thing is the Project Lifesaver, where we work with the Cullman County Sheriff's Office to provide the frequency bracelets to locate people who become lost and they have mental impairments such as Alzheimer's, autistic children, those kind of things.
So this is something that the individual wears, just like they would wear their regular watch. They wear it all the time, right?
Yes.
So does it cost for them to be able to get this
It does not cost the client. The pilot, they're $380. The Pilot Club raises that money to provide the bracelet. We work with the Sheriff's Department, who has all the frequencies on record and the caregiver's name. And if they become lost, they have the equipment to go out and find that person, usually within 30 minutes, so that they are not in danger, their health or life is not in danger.
Especially on days when it's really extremely cold or extremely hot, and especially with it's somebody like that has autism or Alzheimer's and has no clue as to how to get back to where they go, where they're supposed to be, these types of things. So you don't realize how important it is for those people. And 300 and how much?
380 is the cost to the Pilot Club to purchase those.
And so some people just don't have that kind of money to purchase it.
And
so
insurance doesn't
even cover it. So it's something that the Pilot Club, y'all have been doing this for a number of years as well.
I think about 20 years we've been doing this.
Wow, okay. Because I do remember when it kind of first came to, we did a little thing in here on Channel 2 about it, and everything was very interesting. And it is something that, because of the different frequencies, I guess you could detect who exactly is lost and how to go about finding them. And so it's really a great, great program. Now, does the individual have any kind of responsibility in this at all? Or?
The caregiver has responsibility in that they would monitor the person and report them if they're lost. And they also have the caregiver has all the information that they would need to give to the law enforcement as they search for these people. Like they're, places they might try to go. Usually Alzheimer's patients want to go back home, and they're always searching for something. And then when they get out, they don't really understand how to get back to where they were. So it is a great service to people who have problems.
Now, what about if somebody is interested in being able to get one of these? How do they go about doing
that?
They
go to the Sheriff's Department and take the information from the doctor about the patient, and then they'll sign them up, and the sheriffs go out and change the batteries once a month in the bracelets so that they're always fresh and certainly active.
Okay. And I know that y'all are going to come back closer to time, but when does Pilot Club have the annual luncheon and fashion show?
Okay, it's April the 23rd at the Civic Center as usual, and the tickets will be $20, and it is on the administrative and professional day because we like to give employers an opportunity to provide something nice as a thank you to their employees. And we sell a lot of tickets to the businesses, and we certainly thank the business community for their support in this effort. It's all given back in the items that we mentioned. So that is our largest purchaser of these. But we would like all the ladies to put this on their calendar right now. You've got that brand new calendar. Make this a top priority.
That's right. Thank you, Rebecca, for being here today and for doing all that you and Pilot Club do. Y'all do a fantastic job.
We enjoy it, giving back to the community.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll have more right after this.
That's all you need.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
4 years ago, you voted for a change and sent conservatives like Mac Buttram to the Alabama House of Representatives. Thanks to conservative leaders like Mac Buttram, Cullman County has gone from record unemployment to one of the lowest in the state. New industries are locating in Alabama. Mac Buttram sponsored legislation that would ensure our workforce is prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Conservatives like Mac Buttram have just started. The brightest days are yet to come.
Now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Miss Senior Coleman Pageant will be taking place on January the 14th at 2 o'clock at the Wallace State Community College at the Betty Leith Haynes Theater. Make plans to put that on your calendar. And if you have community billboards, you can email us to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax us 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman, spell out the number 2.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be cloudy today, sprinkled, maybe a flurry or two, with a high of 41. Becoming clear tonight, low around 26. Sunny tomorrow with a high around 47. Tomorrow's program is going to be different for us. We are going to talk about nightlife in Cullman for New Year's Eve.
Wow, we have a nightlife here in Cullman?
How about that?
That's amazing. I'm excited. Can't wait to hear.
We'll find out all the details tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you for watching today on 2.
Hope you have a great day. Really?
Yep.